And here is the Writer's Almanac for Tuesday, the 27th of February, 2018. It's the birthday of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Portland, Maine, 1807. Went off to Bowdoin College with Nathaniel Hawthorne. After the death of his wife, Mary Potter, from complications of a miscarriage, Longfellow found solace in reading German poetry and began writing poetry of his own. His first collection, Ballads and Other Poems, came out in 1841. It included The Wreck of the Hesperus and The Village Blacksmith, was very popular. 6 years later, Evangeline, then The Song of Hiawatha, then The Courtship of Miles Standish. And after the tragic death of his second wife, Fanny, in a fire, he translated Dante's Inferno. It was on this date, 1860, Abraham Lincoln gave a speech against slavery at Cooper Union in New York City. The Great Hall filled 1,500 New Yorkers, curious to see this man from Illinois. One eyewitness said, "When he rose to speak, I was greatly disappointed. He was tall and so angular and awkward that I had for an instant a feeling of pity for so ungainly a man. But once Lincoln started to speak, quote, his face lighted up, the whole man was transfigured. I forgot his clothes, his personal appearance, his individual peculiarities. Forgetting myself, I was on my feet like the rest, yelling like a wild Indian, cheering this wonderful man." The speech was reprinted widely. The New York Times printed it in its entirety on the front page the next day. It made Lincoln famous. He was invited to speak all over the country, and that summer the Republican Party named him their candidate for the 1860 presidential election. A speech that ended with the words, "Let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us to the end dare to do our duty as we understand it." And it's the birthday of John Steinbeck, Salinas, California, 1902. Supported himself as a manual laborer, wrote about migrant workers. His first success was the novel Tortilla Flat in 1935, became a movie starring Spencer Tracy and Hedy Lamarr. Drove around California in an old bakery truck, looking at migrant workers, writing about them for a newspaper. And in less than 6 months, out of his own journal, he had a 200,000-word manuscript, Grapes of Wrath. John Steinbeck, who said, "We are lonesome animals. We spend all our life trying to be less lonesome." Here's a poem for today by Eamon Grennan, Window Grave. The dead bee lies on the window ledge, a relic, its amber yellow body barred in black, and its head tucked in, dust gathering on every follicle and on the geodesic dome of the head, all tucked in and tucked away. So neat is death, and the many flies, too, all sizes, lying on their sides, as if asleep, just a quick nap, and they'll be up and off about their business. Souls, we used to say, bees, butterflies, moths, wasps, all sorts of flies, the air crowded and loud with leftover angels, but not the spider in its complex web, fallen from grace, but walking on air, vigilant in ways that harden the heart, getting its appetite back. Window Grave by Eamon Grennan from Still Life with Waterfall, published by Grey Wolf Press, and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac, supported by the Poetry Foundation, offering poetry podcasts to listen to and thousands of poems to read at poetryfoundation.org. And by the Mosaic Foundation of Rita and Peter Hayden, based in Ann Arbor, honoring the literary arts and the universe of great ideas. Produced by Joy Biles, assisted by Teresa Burgess. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.